and I'm running for council because I used to work for the city of Livonia in their law department on the 4th floor of City Hall. I was an attorney there for 29 years. I attended a lot of council meetings and helped the council with any kind of real troublesome issue they might have had to deal with. So I think I have a good background and experience for serving on the council. This is an important year because we are losing a lot of very experienced people due to term limits and other reasons. And I think that the council really is going to need somebody that can just step in without a huge learning curve and get down to the nuts and bolts of the issues, do the research, do the homework, and come up with very reasonable decisions with some knowledge of the city of Livonia, which I have. So I'm really excited about the possibility of serving on the council, and I appreciate this opportunity to share my views with the Livonia Downtown Partnership.
As a citizens movement, the Downtown Livonia Partnership has done some research and analysis around infrastructure and barriers to creating a downtown. Our Facebook followers, Nancy and Denise, wanted to ask, what kind of research and analysis have you conducted, if any, and what barriers do you see to creating a downtown Livonia?
It's a very good question, one I've been giving a lot of thought to, particularly as it relates to the Civic Center area, the Civic Center campus, and the 5 Mile and Farmington area. I've been looking closely at the businesses surrounding that area to determine the viability of trying to promote a downtown atmosphere in that location. There are many empty storefronts to the west of that area, and there's the issue of both just the busyness and the width of 5 Mile and Farmington roads. The main barrier is that when private properties are involved, you have to get the property owners on board with any kind of vision for a downtown area. Without some alternative infusion of cash like grant monies, the city does not currently have the resources to buy the surrounding property. I have figured out a way to test whether the Civic Center area can be used as a magnet to draw people to the area. There's a nationwide movement called Open Streets, which you can Google. A lot of cities have embraced this movement, and what it involves is the closing off of streets in the city for a designated amount of time to allow people to walk, bike, rollerblade, walk their dogs, and similar activities in areas that are usually devoted to cars. If we were to work with the businesses in the 5 Mile Farmington area and get them to agree to the concept of closing off parts of 5 Mile and Farmington Road for perhaps a few hours on a Sunday afternoon, we could explore whether this would be popular with residents. It would allow people to bring their families to walk around the Civic Center area, maybe go get a hamburger at Bates, maybe go get ice cream at the Handy Dip, ride their bike down to the rec center, sit at Knee Hazel Park, which is a beautiful resource for the city, and I'd like to see that used more. Greektown has closed off roads, and if you go down there today, there's a festival-like atmosphere in the streets. And it wasn't quite the same atmosphere when cars drove down the main drag of Greektown. Look at Hines Drive when they closed that off on the weekend and allow bicyclists to go down the street where the cars usually travel. It totally changes the atmosphere. As I said, many cities across the country have embraced this concept, and I believe it would be an excellent way to see if the Civic Center area would draw crowds. It's an inexpensive means, in my view, of creating sort of a precursor to a downtown, a beginning, so to speak.